Okay, it's me again, Passport Brother Todd. I'm in Mexico. I'm no longer in Thailand. And before I really don't have anything to say. I've only been here for about 2 days. But I want to warn you guys about entering Mexico. One, well, Mexico is divided like the United States into different states. And the state I'm in, which is where Cancun is located, you have to pay a $20 interest fee or a tax, which I do agree with. You know, we're tourists, we use up a lot of the resources, water, sewage, you know, and all that, and trash, and all that other bunch of stuff. And they don't charge us a visa. So yeah, paying $20 is understandable, it's acceptable. I fully support that. You know, $20 interest fee. But then after you get your luggage, and if you got a big ass suitcase, well, they're gonna go through it, all right? And they're gonna wanna check. And pretty much they check everybody's luggage. They're not looking for drugs. What they're looking for is cell phones. Extra cameras, laptops, monitors, anything they can charge you an extra tax on. So I got this monitor I had since 2018. And when it was brand new, only cost me like maybe $120 that I carry around with myself because I like a big ass monitor. I got this little, laptop, but I want to hook it up to my monitor. So it's over 5 years old. They charged me $57 in taxes for this damn monitor. That's 5 years old, and when it was brand new, was only about $120. Pissed me off. They said we're only charging you 20%. No, that's 50% on a monitor that's over 5 years old. Okay? Another guy had a GoPro, right? And I can see that his GoPro was maybe a 3 or 4 year old GoPro. It was model 10 or model 11. And if I remember correctly, those GoPros, when they were brand new, cost about $400. They charged him $200 in taxes on a action camera that's over 3 to 4 years old. I mean, you could buy a brand new DJI 3 action camera that's better than the GoPro, in my opinion, for $200. So I just want to warn you, before you come into Cancun, don't bring any extra cameras or lab monitors or any extra electronics with you, or they're going to charge you taxes. And they're going to say it's only 20%, but it's not. It's really 50%. Right? Now, you want me to tell you about the women in Mexico? I really don't have anything to report. I've been to the mall or the shopping center. I've been down to the beach. I'm in a place called Playa del Carmen. It's about an hour south of Cancun and about an hour north of Tulum. It's a very, tourist area, but it reminds me of East LA back in the 90s. And the beaches are pretty crowded, a lot of tourists. A lot of people here speak English, probably because it is a big tourist area. But the women, I haven't seen anything that I was interested in, But what I have noticed that what the other YouTube videos have said about South America or the Latin community, you gotta know Spanish, man. I don't know Spanish, but you got to know Spanish. If you don't know Spanish, they might be interested, but like I keep saying, these women are not stupid. They want a long-term committed relationship, and knowing Spanish gives them the indication that you're gonna be here for a long term, and that you're gonna be committed to them. Not knowing Spanish, not trying to learn their language and their particular customs, tells them that you're gonna be a problem. I gotta respect you, but and your customs and your language and your thing, but you can't respect me too. Yeah, you can't really blame the women for not wanting to go on a date with you. But they have given me the impression and indication that if you learn Spanish, like all the other YouTube videos said, that gives you a way in. And they know it's going to take you some time, but if you go to the same place, like my little laundry lady, who's kind of cute, and I keep learning more and more Spanish, after about a month, She might give me she'll probably give me a chance and go out on a date with me. Next thing I want to say is the taxis, or really the cost. Okay, the taxis from the airport here was $70. You can't get around that, even if you order one ahead of time in advance. It's $70. Pretty much, no matter where you go within the Cancun area, right? Where in Thailand, Vietnam, or Asia, at the most I paid was $10, except for the Philippines. Okay? Cost, right? In Thailand, you can rent a car for $300 a month. Here in Mexico, it'll cost you $1,000 a month for a used car. In Thailand, you can rent a scooter for $100 a month. Here in Mexico, a scooter will cost you $600 a month. And a bicycle will cost you $150 a month to rent. So a scooter in Thailand is $100 a month. A bicycle here is $150 a month. So I gotta get out of Mexico. The prices are way too high. You know, the food costs, well, fast food is the same price here as it is in the United States. But I've been able to keep it down some because I've been just eating at the local restaurants. And I have to admit, I like Mexican food a lot better than Thai food. And the portion size is like they are in the United States. So it's just about one meal and get filled up. Or in Thailand, I have about 2 meals to get filled up. So the cost of the food of allowing to eat in the local restaurants is the same as Thailand. And that's good. But everything else, rent is a lot higher and you don't get as much for your money. Transportation is outrageous. So as soon as I'm able to, or else I can find something better, they said to try up a little farther up north, called Pablo Morelos. But I've been looking at the rents there, and not any cheaper. But he said the food cost might be 40% less, and the transportation cost would be a lot less. So I might try there within a couple of weeks. But now I know why Mexico is not on the top 10 list of where passport brothers go. It just costs too much, and there's a lot better places. And that's about it. I'm gonna have some more to say that might be beneficial or interesting. I'll let you know.